going on YouTube? This is Chase with Chasin Bass, and today I'm at Toledo Bend Reservoir in Manny, Louisiana, and I'm about to meet up with Brandon Palaniuk, and we're going out for the last official day of practice. I'm just going as a ride along. Never done this before, but I think it's going to be pretty fun. Don't know what to expect. I just know that I didn't get any sleep last night because I forgot my rain gear, and I was like staying up all night thinking like, where am I going to get rain gear at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning? We're meeting at 6:30, so I was like, I woke up at like 4 something so I could go drive into town and get some rain gear. Found some at Toledo Tackle, pretty big shop. I'll probably do a review on it pretty soon. But anyways, guys, stay tuned. We're gonna go out with Brandon Palaniuk and have some fun. So see ya. Y'all see those flags? The way they're blowing in the wind? That's not good. This lake is horrible because you have to ride in the boat lanes. So you can't just go with the waves or whatever. You have to follow the boat lanes. So luckily, I got some rain gear. Woo! So what'd you do before you started fishing?
I cut trees down.
Cut trees down.
I was a heavy equipment operator. We built logging roads.
Well, that's cool.
Depending on the job, I was either running big equipment or cutting trees down.
Was that in Idaho?
It was. In Idaho. That's probably the main.
So what got you into fishing?
I grew up fishing, but when I was 8 years old, I had a family friend that fished tournaments around home.
Yeah.
And my mom got it set up to go fishing with him because she knew how much I loved to fish. And pretty much from that day that we went out, I decided this is what I want to do for a living.
Got hooked, huh?
Yep.
And how long have you been fishing competitively?
I started fishing tournaments when I was 8.
When you're 8 years old. Right.
So 21 years now.
21 years, so you're 28? Oh,
29.
29?
Yeah.
And you've been on the BASS Elite Series for how long?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah. This is year 7.
And you started out pretty hot, doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good streak going on though.
Couple wins already.
Yeah?
I can't complain.
No, you're doing good.
I don't know, I'd say like halfway back into Chasin Creek. One of the major well-known creeks on Toledo. And came back in here. I kind of got on a late bite on a bladed jig yesterday afternoon. Fishing back around here. Some of this grass has had driller that's been coming up, and I wanted to try to expand on that a little bit, see if I could dial into certain areas that they're using a little bit. So we're starting off back here. See if we we can develop something. The first couple days have been kind of random. Found some fish, a little bit of a shad spawn, a little bit of flipping fish. There's nothing super consistent where I felt like I was dialed in yet. At least feel like if I get this bite figured out a little bit, it's something that the fish would be coming to me, which is always a good thing. Oh, there's a stump.
That'll make your heart beat.
Exactly what it feels like when they bite it.
So you're throwing a chatterbait, and is that a glass rod?
It is a glass rod. It is a glass rod. What happens is that when a fish eats it, and that blade folds up, if you've got too stiff of a rod, it pops the blade first, it blocks the hook, and the fish blow their mouth open, and you lose a lot of fish. With a glass rod, the delay, the blade doesn't fold as quick, and you drive that hook a lot better than you would with a stiffer rod. Like you don't lose as much. You pull as hard as you want on a rod, just keeps bending.
Yeah.
Works good. How's that to start the day? Gosh, that one choked it too. Maybe we're onto something. Crazy, I literally stopped fishing right here yesterday. Came from that direction and fished to right here, and I was going super fast. Kind of rushing through it. I don't know. Kind of excited about it a little bit. I think I'm kind of getting it a little bit figured out as to where they're wanting to sit. Just right now. Little buzz. Right over here, there's kind of a little ditch that runs in between there and comes into the backside of it. So there's like little, like on this flat, there's like little ditches that lead in, and they're on the little points that come into those ditches. So it seems like there's little grass points on there. It seems like that's what they're sitting on so far. FLW tour event as co-anglers, and then we were also gonna fish that national championship. So we go and we started filming the whole thing with one of those flip video cameras.
Yeah.
Remember those things, man?
Yeah.
We were filming with that thing and putting it on YouTube. All our crazy antics, like fishing farm ponds.
All sorts of stuff.
Yeah, catching crazy giant carp and pretty much everything. And
that was back in 2010?
Yeah, 2010. It was before the year right before I made the elites.
That's cool.
Or right before I started fishing them. I ended up qualifying for the elites that fall.
And you qualified for the elites through the opens?
No, I've won the Federation National Championship on the Red River.
Oh.
In the fall of 2010.
So let me ask you this. Do you have your cables ran outside of your console for ease of finding something that's messed up?
Yeah. It's called tournament rig. I rig all my own stuff.
Yeah.
So literally all I have to do is unplug these. I don't have to take anything off. I just unplug these, take the wire out, and then I can just run the wire. Like if I knock a transducer off or something.
You can just trace your wires back real fast?
Yeah, I just take this wire off and just run it. Like if the transducer's knocked off and the wire's bad,
Yeah.
I'll just duct tape it together back there and then just pull this wire all the way through and then just reconnect it. I can be rocking and rolling in 5 minutes.
Well, that's pretty cool. I noticed that. I'm like, why in the heck does he have this all jerry-rigged like this?
Yeah, because before I've had it...
Like underneath the dash and all.
Yeah, like before I've always had holes right here.
Yeah.
Drilled in this plate and coming out. But then you have to take that whole mount off. You have to take all the plate off and run it. Where that way, clip 10 zip ties off, run it right through. Good to go.
So tech tip of the day, don't put your wires inside the dash.
It's messy right now because it needs some more zip ties.
Put them on the outside like this.
Go clean out of the way.
No, yeah, it's nice, dude. I just was like looking at it and I'm like, what the heck? You know, I've never seen that. So you pretty much gonna stick. I saw that you only had one rod out on the deck this morning. That's all you've been fishing with. Is that pretty much your game plan for this week?
It's turning into that. It won't be though. I mean, I'll have more than that on the deck tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I actually swapped line on this rod this morning. That's why it was the only one out.
What? Oh, there it is. I'm like, I knew I was gonna grab something.
So how much of this lake have you covered? Is this your third day of practice?
Yeah. I haven't covered that much this week actually. I mean, I ran around up kind of by the ramp yesterday, and then came down here and kind of fished around here in Chasin yesterday, and I haven't really looked anywhere else. I mean, there's such a big lake and there's so many fish in it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Something took off quick. I didn't even see it. All I saw was the dirt trail. Go all Chris Lane on him.
Do what?
Go all Chris Lane on him.
Oh yeah, the MLF?
No, here.
Oh really?
A couple years ago, I finished second throwing this. It was all the way through, all day.
Nice.
For 4 days.
And you finished second?
Yeah. Just beat Van Dam, barely beat him.
That's crazy.
He just ran around the lake, just
Did
trolling motor on high, just burning this thing.
It's a great bait, man. There's
It's actually a really, really dumb bait, but it catches them.
So you throw white when it's sunny and black when it's cloudy?
Yeah, usually.
Usually.
That's what the book says, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Black silhouette's better. So when it's cloudy, you go.
Yeah.
It's
Cloudy,
like
you go.
opposite of what you would think.
Yeah.
Right on the point. Right on the point of the grass. Right where he's supposed to be. Just wasn't the right side. No! Go wherever you want. I've captured 2. I've caught 2 bass this morning. 3 bass, sorry. No big ones. 3 3.5 pounder. How about you? You think it's gonna get cold enough to mess with them?
I don't think it's gonna kill them, but it's gonna make it look tough on them.
Yeah.
Which tougher than this for me is pretty bad.
Alright, so we're fishing in the area, or Brandon's fishing in the area. And Cliff Crochet just came by. And I believe Todd Faircloth is right over there fishing a point. And so Crochet said he hasn't caught anything today. And Brandon's already caught 3. How many pounds do you think you have? 8 pounds. Thinks he has 8 pounds with 3 fish. So hopefully we can find some more.
Dirty. There's your brim beds, and you can actually see one sitting right there. That little white line right there. It's actually a little brim.
That's
You
crazy.
got the hole, and then he's sitting right on the side of the hole.
I think I might have to be switching to hummingbird.
That's on the old ones. That's the right size, but that's not the right blade on it.
What blade are you looking for?
It's this other shape. This shape instead of this shape. It's a difference. Plus this one's thicker. I want that thinner blade.
Thinner blade?
Don't.
That is looking at some detail right there.
That makes a difference.
So what he's doing right now is changing the blade out on a certain chatterbait style bait, a bladed jig, to have a thinner blade. I guess that's what he's been catching them on, so he's going ahead and switching it out. Did you not have another one like that or something?
I didn't have it in a 3/4 ounce because this is a homemade one, and this is the 3/4 ounce one I had the old head on it, or the old blade.
Yeah.
And the old blade's not as good as the new blade. So I put the new blade on the 3/4 ounce one from the old one I had.
He's making his own slim jig, bladed jig.
Yeah. And now I gotta figure out which rod I want.
Hey, there's Paul Elias somewhere over here. If y'all can see, there's a boat. It's right there. That's him. Just pulled up on a spot, and Brandon said, I'm gonna catch one. So let's see if that's true.
I actually have to get my rods on.
If he gets his rods untangled, yeah. Professional angler over here, you know. He said it just looks right. So let's see if he catches one.
Yeah, so when you tie it, you tie a polymer normal, just like you would.
Yeah.
Take the loop over. Here's the trick: you keep your finger in there, pull the knot up to the top,
What?
and lube it up. That way it doesn't cross over itself. That one little trick keeps you rough and tie all those crazy fancy knots.
So you can tie a polymer knot with fluorocarbon. I'm gonna get him to show me that one more time because I don't know if I got it. And then I'll try to show you guys at home.
The bite's doing what I wanted to do, and kind of slowed down. Been jumping around, hitting a few more places. Had a couple hit it, but not really eat it. And the wind is picking up, making it a little bit more difficult to
got Cole back here that should be in school, but he's being a camera boat. And we got Brandon, the other Brandon. That's Brandon Palaniuk's camera guy back behind us. And now we're in a, what is this, little pocket? Flat area. Brandon is still throwing the, I believe, chatterbait, trying to make something happen. So let's see what we can do, or see what he can do. That's awesome.
He ate it on the fall and swam into a tree. Perfect.
Quick release.
What I needed. I didn't need everyone else seeing it.
So Brandon was just hung up on a stump when he had that backlash, and
Definitely a pattern.
when he was pulling it off,
I mean, it was at least 3.5.
he got a bite. So
Huh? What is the pattern? They're on like these little, like if you've got a little ditch, like there's a point here and a point there and a little ditch that leads in. And if you've got like a little bit of hydrilla on top, that's where they're sitting. And they're sitting like right where it kind of makes a turn. Right where it makes a point.
and he's got
That just
one.
feels like a big one. Go away, guy. Hey, play blocker for me. Come up closer.
Go up that way.
We'll just reel it in all nice and straight.
You know, during tournament that would just come off.
Oh, it's a catfish. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's old cat daddy. Who's hungry? Should we cook them up?
Put it in the frying pan.
Fried catfish. You want them? Nasty.
Look at your line.
Oh, it's disgusting. So gross.
All right, so I had a bunch of people on the fishing forum asking the question about information and how y'all get information before this tournament, and do you get it from like locals, and is that against the rules and whatever? Can you explain that?
We have, Bass sets an information rule that we're not allowed to get any info 30 days prior to our official practice day. Or 28 to 30 days, whatever Monday that is that falls before our official practice day. So you can, after that, before that 30 days, you can talk to anybody, you can get any info, locals, guides, whatever you want. That just depends on your personal preference. For after that 30 days, you can only get public information, so whatever's online, internet research, things like that. I prefer not to get info, just because I think you become closed-minded if you get a bunch of info from local guys and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I try to stay away from that as much as possible, unless it's somebody that I can really trust, and just get it general things like, you know, where's the water clarity on different parts of the lake, or does this part have grass versus this part? Things like that can help, but
Yeah.
actual fishing spots or what fish should be doing never works.
And the wind picks up. So what that means is they can't get any information 30 days prior to the tournament. And so if anybody even talks to you or tells you any information, you know,
we have to, you're supposed to say, hey, I'm not allowed to get any info. Thanks, but no thanks.
yeah. So if the tournament's coming up and you see a pro and they're like, hey, I'm catching them all and blah, 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 don't do that.
Yeah. Grounds for disqualification.
And you don't want them to, that's, what's it, $100,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a $100,000 paycheck that they could lose out on, so they wouldn't be too happy with you. When's the last time you slept in your truck?
Last fall.
Last fall?
Yeah.
Are you liking the travel trailer or whatever that is. What is that? What is that thing? What do you call that?
Toy hauler.
Toy hauler? You like that a lot better?
Yeah. It's 43 feet versus 6.5 feet.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. Not the kind of grass I want. It's so crazy that they're like only in hydrilla, not on anything else. I haven't caught them on any other grass yet. There we go.
There it is. That's a freaking good one.
Dun, 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 dun. Every time you get bit, it's a good one. I think that's the right kind, boys and girls.
That is the one.
Gosh, dude, look at that thing. Dude, you freaking choked it. Gone.
You need that one for tomorrow.
I think I know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drive around. I'm gonna look for the places that look right. Because when they look right, I usually get bit. It's great. I'm not even gonna make another cast on this one. I'd have been pushing 5, 4 3/4-ish. Post spawn, long lean.
About the spy bait that you designed?
Well, it's the Stormarashi spin bait, and the biggest key to it is it's got a 3-2 blade design that counter rotates, and what that does is, like, say you just had a standard one that has 2 blades rotating. Well, they rotate in sync, counterbalance, and so the bait just swims and it looks really good. But when you put a 3-2 blade design, the bait actually surges and it looks like either a little bait fish trying to get away or an injured bait fish, depending on how you fish it. So just that little subtle difference, since that is kind of like a power finesse technique, like you're covering water but it's real finesse, just those little subtle differences can make a big difference when it comes to actually getting bit versus a fish following it. Because like spy baiting, it's all about water vortex and how the water moves off the bait, something that we can't see or feel without technology, but that's how the fish decide whether or not they want to eat something. So they'll actually track the bait, they'll feel the water vortex coming off of it like they would a swim bait, and just that counter rotation of a 3-2 blade design makes them commit.
Cool. And that's the Storm Arashi's, the one I just did on the tackle warehouse unboxing. I showed y'all the Duo Realis, and then the Arashi's, the Storms, the half the price version, and actually Brandon helped design that. That's really cool. All right, so if you don't win this tournament here, who do you have for your top 3 picks?
I would say probably Brett Height. I'd say Ott Defoe. He's been on a roll this year. And my third one, I'm going to go with James Elam.
James Elam.
He's been gaining momentum the last couple years and coming off a good classic finish. He's about due for a W.
He's a young guy, right?
Yeah, he's younger.
New. Cool. But you're gonna win.
That's the plan.
Not too much wind. Nice bird.
There's a 6-pounder sitting right there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I swear. I just saw it go cruising through here. About that long.
What was it?
Like a 6-pound largemouth.
Nice.
I just saw it go cruising through here. I don't know if it was.
Now I really like it.
I don't know if it was on a bed sitting right here somewhere. It's just dirty enough I can't really tell. Like it looks like a bed right there. So I just saw her just go cruising through. Man, I just rolled up like on that side of that roadbed. Look how dumb that one is. He's already back on there. Oh gosh. That one's dumber than a box of rocks. That one's not as dumb. That one's really dumb. I just ran him over and I pitched my jig back over there and he swam to the surface to try to eat it. He's like a 3-pounder. This one's like, yeah, see that one right there?
Yeah.
He's super dumb. I mean, he's like,
He's very catchable too.
oh, he's so dumb. And then this one's catchable. That one's like 3 1/4-ish. And then there's like, see, I can go over there, I can chatterbait, I can come in here, catch a couple on the bed.
That'll work. Need an 8-pounder on the bed.
Yes. I have not seen that yet, which is why I've been out there chatterbaiting, because I just haven't seen big ones on the bed yet.
So we just pulled up into a little small pocket. It's not like a cove or anything. And there is several beds with 3-pounders, 3.5s, and some good fish in it. You said this would be a spot that you're going to come to?
Yeah.
It's a spot he's going to come to during the tournament. So.
Oh, that's braid too.
Yeah. That one was good.
I'm gonna have to take my top off.
Trim it up a little more, maybe. Oh, it ain't on your crop anymore.
Got lucky there.
Yeah.
Here, I can put it in here.
I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah. It would have been worse if you had put it in gear.
I know. It would have wrapped up there and so
All right, guys, so that is the conclusion of practice day number 3 with this guy, Brandon Palaniuk.
Yeah.
And say it was a pretty good day. What do you think?
It was. At the end of the day yesterday, I kind of got on that chatterbait deal in the area where we started today. And I wanted to go back and expand on that and see if there actually was something to it. And I think there is. Love the helicopter.
Yeah. Thanks, helicopter.
I just felt like the bites that we got when we got bit, it was good.
Yeah.
And the right size. And I think that, there's just
Some big fish in there.
there's some big fish, maybe not as many. Like you go down the bank and you can see a ton of smaller ones, but I feel like the bigger ones are moving out there. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I got decisions to make tonight on what I'm going to do tomorrow morning.
Well, man, hope you do good.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And guys, well, we'll see, because this video will be going up after the tournament's over.
After Toledo. I'm looking forward to it.
So, all right, guys, appreciate it.
Yep, later.
All right, man, appreciate you. See you later, bud.